Hi, I'm Geisa from Leitura com Chocolate. In today's video, I brought a review of the book Além da Fumaça by Edvaldo Silva. To better contextualize the story, I'll read the synopsis and then we'll move on to the review. In West Berlin, in 1987, taxi driver Bruno Fischer is assigned to drive passenger Ingrid, a Brazilian woman as beautiful as she is enigmatic, from the airport to the Church of St. Nicholas on the side dominated by the Soviets. A smuggler of items from the Nazi estate, Ingrid returns to São Paulo to negotiate the sale of the recently acquired painting, but disappears without a trace. Amanda, her daughter, then decides to retrace her mother's last steps in an attempt to find her, which puts her directly on the taxi driver's trail. While Bruno and Amanda search for traces of Ingrid, becoming involved in an increasingly dark international plot, dangerous secret organizations begin a relentless pursuit of the stolen painting. With an electrifying rhythm, Além da Fumaça brings to light the remaining sufferings of the Second World War in a society about to tear down the last wall that divided the world. Beyond the Smoke is a thriller narrated in third person, and right at the beginning we are introduced to the protagonist Bruno Fischer, a German taxi driver who lives and works in Berlin. Bruno is now a more mature man. He had a family, he had children, but he is separated and is living alone in Berlin, living and working in Berlin. Right at the beginning of the story, he is also hired to take Ingrid to the other side of Berlin. So we see the hard way is to go to the other side because there is a wall. There is a separatist policy there to be able to divide this part of Germany very well. On the other side of Berlin, Ingrid takes a painting and returns with this painting. She has a quick involvement with Bruno there too. From this we can already see that the story, like the character, is a more mature story, more focused for adults, because of these traces of sensuality that the author leaves in the plot for us. So Ingrid comes back, has this quick involvement with Bruno, and returns to Brazil, São Paulo. And there we got to know a little more about this mysterious character, a seductive and mysterious character. And we also got to know her daughter. She already has an adult daughter, Amanda. So, to be able to retrace her mother's steps, she goes to Bruno, the person who took Ingrid to the place where she picked up the work. And it's very interesting, this kind of investigative, kind of not investigative plot that Amanda and Bruno go through in the story, because they are retracing Ingrid's steps, right, to find out what exactly happened there, and that they go out to find her. The Amanda's wish is to find her mother. It was clear that the author took care in his research to set the reader in Berlin in 1987, in Germany, in Brazil. In short, it is a historical novel, and we really feel like that time. In addition to the historical construction of the story, the characters were also well designed, well constructed, so we can see coherence and personality in them. We can also feel the rancidity of some other characters. So it's a quick story to read. It's not a big book. It's a quick book to read, but a very complete book too, because we have suspense, we have a few hints of romance too, which gives a little light to the story, because it ends up that the setting is not somber due to the traces of Nazism. We also have a political part, and we have this search. It's very interesting. It is Edvaldo Silva's debut novel, and he won several awards with this novel. Applause. I separated an excerpt here that had already been marked since the time I read this book, and I'm going to read it here to you, which is really cool, really cute.
Não importa o que passou, disse Bruno aos meninos, e muito menos aquilo em que eu acreditava, ou deixei de acreditar, Alfred, você é meu menino.
And I will always be by your side. And Michael, you are Carter's son, but you are Alfred's brother, and that makes us related. I apologize for all the things I've already said. He sighed. One day you will learn that even adults can be naive or can be led to believe certain things out of weakness or fear, but also that there will always be time to recognize mistakes and start again. Alfred got up and hugged his father. He had tears in his eyes. Michael also approached, but refused the hug. Did you really face the Nazis? Michael asked, with a certain tone of admiration in his voice. Bruno laughed, stroking the boy's hair. Yes, boy, I did. This message he leaves with the boys here is very beautiful, saying that even as adults, we have doubts. We have desires, and we can be led to believe in things we shouldn't, whether out of naivety or out of fear, whether because of our conflicts, but it is never too late to recognize our mistakes, and it is never too late to start again. And we are there to be able to set an example for the kids, for the children, in short. That's the message. It's very beautiful. It's never too late to recognize your mistakes and take a new path to start again. You can find the book Além Fumaça on the Amazon website in physical and digital format, also via Kindle Unlimited. I'll leave the book links here in the description. So that's it. If you like the video, click like. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. So keep my thanks. Kiss, kiss, and bye-bye. In addition to the smoke, it was our award winner here at Leitura com Chocolate. So if you see in the other video, I'll put it on record here, it won as the best suspense book read by us here at Leitura com Chocolate in 2023. Read by me, in fact, it was I who read it, and I chose it as the best suspense because it really is very good, and congratulations.